Okay, good morning guys, and welcome back to a very long overdue episode of Nick's Veggie Patch. A lot's been going on since I last did a video. I've had issues with my previous phone, so I've had to get a new one. Luckily for myself, the contract was up for renewal, so I was able to get it on a newer contract. But yeah, lots of things have been happening. So there's lots of things to show you in the garden, what's growing, what's looking really, really lush and almost ready for harvest. So it's not necessarily going to be a massively long video today, but I am going to do some sort of video and then hopefully get it uploaded over the weekend. But as I say, there are lots to be getting on with, lots to be showing you. So what I'll do, I'll get ready, I'll get set up, and I'll come back to you guys in a minute. Right guys, so one of the first projects today is going to be filling this box planter with compost, and then I'm going to be putting my sweet peas in it, and the sweet peas hopefully will climb up the two trellises here. That's the older trellis, that side. This is a newer trellis I brought, but yeah, hopefully the sweet peas will grow up the trellis, and that will give us a nice sort of kind of not a hidey sort of place, so that when we're entertaining guests we've got some nice flowers there, and you know, keep it kind of private, if you know what I mean. So that's going to be filled up with compost today, as I've said. So that's going to be one of the first jobs on the list, but I'm also going to line it with the black sheeting that you can see in there at the moment, but I'm going to line it, nail it in so it holds in, and then fill it with compost, then fill it with sweet peas. Just while we're up here on the patio, as you can see, my garlic doing really, really well. Elephant garlic, my other types of garlic here. Some of the garlic that was at the end here hasn't, it's kind of, my cats keep getting in here and I'm trying to stop them, so it's not happening. But I've got some garlic that can go in here, and I'll probably get that out at some point today as well. So everything also up here, herbs are really doing well. Strawberries real nicely there. Some of the bits on my grow cage have kind of died off up there, but they weren't a problem because they were cheap flowers we got last year. They only bloomed for so long, so I can kind of get rid of them up there. It is a bit messy up here, but so I've got sweet peas down there ready to go out. I've got some tomato plants ready to go out. I had these down here overnight, and I think something has tried to get onto my cucumber and kind of devour it, so I'll be getting that planted up somewhere. But yeah, so lots to be going on with up here as well. Also here I've got a bag of straw because I am going to cover over my potatoes, cover them over with straw rather than piles and piles of compost. So you don't have to earth them up, you can just put the straw down. That will hold them down and it will stop the potatoes from trying to come up to the surface, stop the sunlight. It stops the sunlight from getting through. And there is also a few other bits and pieces to be getting on with up here as well. So I'm going to crack on getting things done up here. I'll show you the end result. Normally I would do a video for each individual thing, but I think that's been taking too long. So I'll get certain things done, and then I'll show you them once they're done. Then I'll show you what it's like in the garden and all the things coming up and growing. So yeah, I'll do a plot tour of the garden in a minute, because there are lots of things growing. The garden's looking really, really healthy, and I'll come back to you guys in a short while. So yeah, get cracking on. Come back to you guys in a bit. Okay, welcome back, guys. So I've filled the planter now with the compost, and I've got some sweet peas that I've put in here up against the two trellises. So hopefully eventually they have started to grow, because obviously it's been a couple of days since I kind of first showed you where I was going to be putting the sweet peas and stuff. So yeah, sweet peas are going to be climbing up hopefully the two trellises. So there's lots of things happening there. Just to give you an update of what's happening here on the patio, I've had kind of a bit of a change around. Also, I've put the netting around the sweet peas, stop my cats from getting in there. Here I've got all my chilies growing, some that I've had to buy and some that I haven't. I've also got some kale at the back there in a large pot growing, because I'm kind of running out of room. And then on the top here, I've got a couple of varieties of melon, and then I've got one variety of melon, up here, and I've got a lemon apple cucumber. Now I'm just going to show you where they're going to go. Obviously I've got some plants here for a friend who works at a local school, and she's going to come and take them and put them into the ground, and hopefully they'll give the kids fun harvesting some vegetables, hopefully, if they grow in their little vegetable patch they have. But that's one of my cats in the way. So lots happening. I've got lots of broad beans actually growing, coming up real lovely. If I can just show you, yeah, just in there you can see some lovely broad beans. As you know, loads of stuff happening here down at Nick's veggie patch or in my garden. I've got leeks, calabrese, all my lovely potatoes that I've mulched, kind of earthed up but mulched over with straw, then held the straw down with bamboo canes. And that's a technique that I learnt on a couple of YouTubers videos that I've watched. So Grow Veg and Hugh's garden. So yep, hopefully I'll get lots of lovely potatoes there. And something that I have been noticing in the last few days, we got some fabulous peas. I pulled one off, tried it, fresh as a daisy, as it was, absolutely lovely. So yeah, there's lots going on over there. Grass has got to be cut at some point, and then got to sort this raised bed out, because we're removing the wood and putting the we're putting those breeze block slabs all the way along here to make the raised bed. I've also got to trim back next year now, because you can't do it now, my the tree that I've got here, which is producing lovely fruit. I always forget the name of it, so I'm not going to stand here. Oh, sorry, my fig tree. Sorry. Yeah. So next year, look at either removing that because of where it is, or just trimming it back because it has got quite big. Then I've got onions and shallots in the corner here, more broad beans, and then here I've got some calabrese and some carrots. Hopefully they'll produce something. Then in the greenhouse I've got one spinach plant that survived out of the 2 or 3 I had, and lots of sweet corn to go out, gold crest. It's an F1 variety. And then here I've put the compost in with a little bit of enrichment of manure, and I'm going to put the plants in there and they are ready to go. So I'll get them in and then I will come back, show you the end result, guys. Okay, so they're now in here, guys. All I've got to do is give them a quick water. Hopefully I shall have some melons, and hopefully I shall have some lemon apple cucumbers. Good afternoon, guys, and welcome back to Nick's Veggie Patch. So I haven't uploaded a video for a while. I've got one ready to go, just been so busy, not had the opportunity to upload it. So I've got a few bits that I'm going to be sowing today down here at Nick's Veggie Patch. So I'll be able to finish this video, upload it later. As I say, lots been going on. We've been harvesting lots of stuff. Been visiting. I visited one of my favorite YouTubers' gardens, Charles Dowding. So I'll upload a few pictures from that I've got on my phone, and I'll show you in a guided tour quickly what's been going on. So yeah, lots to be getting on with, and I shall come back to you guys in a very short while. Okay, so I'm going to be sowing seeds like Queensland blue squash, Big Macs, pumpkin seeds, couple of jack-o'-lantern seeds, the ones that you'd have for Halloween. And I'm also going to be sowing a couple of melon seeds. I've got 2 varieties. I'm going to be sowing some squash. This one is a butternut squash. It's called Butterfly F1. And then I've got a winter squash. So a few seeds of those. I'm also going to be sowing some organic kale. This one's called Mystery Pink, and it's from a company called the Real Seed Company. Now, I haven't got it in the original label because when I went to see Charles Dowding a couple of weeks back, I took down some seeds to him in the original packet, asked if he accepted seed donations, and he said he did. And I said, this is one that I've got from the Real Seed Company, so someone that he uses, and he was quite happy to take them. And I believe he said he's going to give them a try at some point. So I've got some, and I'm going to be sowing some of them. I'm also going to be sowing some asparagus peas and a few more runner beans, because we had 2 lots of runner beans plants. One of them has kind of not come to anything, died off. The other one, I think they're going to survive, but I'm going to sow some more anyway. And I'm going to sow, they are a variety called Scarlet Emperor. So there's quite a few things to be getting on with and sowing. some of them I'm going to be sowing in these propagator trays. So these I got a few months back from Lidl's. They're plastic. They've got loads of sort of square cells in them. 24 in each. And then all you do is once you put the compost in them, you stick them in the tray that they come provided in, and then you stick the propagator lid over the top. That will help germinate your seeds. I probably won't stick the lid on because the weather is warm anyway, so they'll germinate very quickly. But I'm going to put a few in there and try. As for my runner beans, I've got two trays that I'm going to use that I got off of Amazon, but they are from a company called Containerwise, and I'm probably going to sow them in. So I've got two versions. I've got this big version, which I will probably sow them in because they're a deep rooted trainer, so they will take quite a bit. You can also sow them if you want to in pots like these. I believe these ones are a 7-inch pot, so you could sow them in there to start them off. So I say lots of sowing to get on with. I'm gonna crack on now, come back to you guys in a bit, and I'll show you what I've done. Right guys, as you can see, I've got the first lot of seeds sown into tiny little pots, and they are Big Mac's pumpkin seeds. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to crack on sowing the rest of the seeds, and I'll come back to you and show you where I've put them all in a minute, and then hopefully that will be the end to a video apart from showing you around the plot. Right guys, so I've sown all the seeds I'm going to be sowing today. In the bottom one here, I've got a variety of kale called Mystery Pink. Never grown it before. I'm growing this one, and I'm gonna let the real seed company know how it goes, because obviously it's the first time I think they've had it in stock. They're going to try it themselves, but I said I would send them a little video from start to finish. So I have done them a 2-minute video, just sowing the seeds. That probably won't be on this video, but next to it I've got asparagus pea, so give them a go. Then up the top here I've got some winter squash, some butternut squash, some Queensland blue squash. I've then sown some more incredible F1 sweet corn, and then right at the back in the corner here I've got some Big Mac's pumpkins, some jack-o'-lantern pumpkins, some watermelon sugar baby variety, and then some cantaloupe. So yes, there we go guys, done a fair bit of sowing today, and also a fair bit of harvesting around the garden, and I'll see you very shortly for another episode. I'm away on holiday for a week, so hopefully I'll get this uploaded tonight and you'll have a video to look at. I will probably give you just a quick guided tour of what the plot looks like. But as always guys, thank you for watching, thank you for subscribing, and if you know anyone else who wants to watch a video like this, get them to subscribe and watch one of my videos. And if you like what you see, hit the bell button for more notifications on when I upload a new video. And always remember, guys, check out the other YouTube channels that I also subscribe to and follow. Bye for now, guys.